Hey, what's going on, folks? Got a very exciting stream today. We're gonna be drawing on the iPad, which is gonna be something really fresh that I've never done before on stream. I actually don't know how effective it's going to be. I'm very excited about it. Got a nice beer. I can't let my iPad go to sleep or else the connection will. So I have to tap it yourself. Almost across the entire bar. Yeah. I have a nice beer here, and yeah, we got a piece to draw. I'm excited. I hadn't quite fully considered what I'm gonna do with the microphone when I'm drawing, so I'm gonna have to shift around, I think, a bit on the old desk, but I'll figure it out. Kind of gotta lean over the microphone to get to the dealio, the iPad. But I'm very excited. I've been drawing some stuff over the past few, I don't know, weeks has it been? And it's been fun to like get into it and learn. I posted some stuff on Twitter, like Procreate does like some time lapse that will automatically make after the fact. And so that's been fun to kind of have this like artifact that you can see after the fact. Let's go ahead and look at it. I can show you some of the things that I've already done. So let's look here. So this is my iPad right here. Let's look at the gallery. This is a piece that I did last week. I just kind of was doing like a late night kind of sketching session, and it was pretty fun just to kind of learn a bit more about some different brushes. I'm still kind of learning about how they all work together and what I actually like using and what I don't like using. So that's a whole thing in itself. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely come like a long way. Like this is like something I just like sketched on the first day, like doing like some really wild perspectives, and it's kind of cool because I've been wanting to like draw some stuff in this like over the head kind of view before. I mean, this is like a half-baked idea. This is just something I was playing with, but I think it could be really fun to fully flesh this out. The Procreate has like a really cool tool where you can lock your all your lines, all your strokes. You can lock them into drawing in perspective. So like this is a piece that I've been working on like off and on, just kind of sketching, that has like a lot of little details in it. And what's really cool about this one is just the I'm like utilizing perspective, the drawing guides. I'm using them a ton, but I just really love playing with like light and shadow, and so far Procreate has just been a really fun tool for doing that. So we're gonna do something today that's kind of similar. I'm thinking again we'll do like maybe a desert scene, and we're just gonna start with this. Whoa, it's bright. I'm gonna start with this blank canvas here, and yeah, just to begin, let's pick our palette. I'm thinking it's gonna be a little bit. We're gonna do some like desert scene with like some blue sky. You always start, dude. We gotta start blank, man. Dude, gotta start blank. I got a chat, like a in-window chat now. It should also combine YouTube and Twitch, so we can see everybody, and so we don't miss. Because I kept missing people that would be from different places, so that won't happen anymore. So Miguel, dude, it's good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, this is our palette. We're gonna be using that boy. Let's see here. Let's start with like a base background. I think we're gonna let's go with. Let's start with this. Whoops. You just take this color and just add it there. Dude, this weekend's been really nice. It's just been really lovely. We've had decent weather and just been eating good food. Yesterday I had some amazing Chinese dumplings. Today I had some ramen for lunch that was just really good. And I got a haircut. And yeah, took a nap on a Sunday. I mean, man, living my best life. It's been a really good weekend. Got a nice beer now. We're gonna draw something. It's gonna be fun. Before we visualize this layer, I want to, whoops. I want to start with this layer and just kind of keep it empty. I want to kind of do our sketching of what the composition is going to be a little bit. So I'm just going to get like I'm really into, I've been playing with this technical pen. I think this technical pen is really cool. It has like a nice kind of curve to it. But what we're going to do to start is we're going to define our perspective. So canvas, here we go, drawing guide. And what we're going to do is we're going to do perspective here, and we're going to add 2 points, 2 vanishing points. Tap to create a vanishing point. That's what I'm doing. Okay, got to tap on the canvas. And then we're just drag these out. And for this piece, I kind of want this to be, I'm thinking like kind of low to the ground. Like we're going to be looking at just above eye level, like we're going to be laying down in some grass or something. So we're gonna keep the horizon line quite low, so that everything will feel really tall whenever we see it. And I think we'll just kind of drag this out a little bit. Make sure it's straight. We'll just kind of put it on this line. And is that straight? I can't really see. I think it's fine. It's maybe even a little bit too low. We can maybe go just a slightly bit higher. Something like that. This part's important because it's harder to undo later. It's a pain in the butt to change after the fact. Maybe we'll just go down just or up rather, just a little bit right there. Let's get this straight. Okay. Yeah, I know this isn't particularly fun, but it's important work, and once we do it, it's done. We don't have to do it again. So that's the nice part about it. Okay, so let's take our layer here, and let's turn on the drawing guide, and let's turn on this assisted drawing. This is that tool that I was telling you about that lets it makes it so that all the lines that you draw are drawn within perspective, so that it's just really, really clear. And so what we're going to do is, I chose to do a square piece today, but maybe we do a landscape. The square stuff is really easy to share online. But maybe we do a different one. All I did was change the pixel density for the brush. Okay, so for the composition, what I'm thinking is that we'll just start with this. So we have our horizon line here, and you know what? This brush is huge, so we're gonna turn that down, go a little bit lower, just draw right above that horizon line, right there. And then what I'm thinking is like we'll have like this kind of mountain range, like kind of over here. Maybe not like that, but something kind of like this. Can't really do diagonal lines, but it'll give us this feeling. This will all be kind of hidden after the fact. We're just kind of sketching this, and maybe we'll have like another like going off out here, and we have our horizon here. So this big mountain, maybe it's cut down like a little bit more around here, so it has like some area. And then what I'm thinking is like over here, like in this whole area, this is like an embankment. We'll have some like plants and stuff. Like maybe here we'll put like a tree, coming up, like something. And then like standing here, like this is where we'll put like our subject that we'll just kind of have in the foreground here. So if I turn off the drawing guide now, like the assist, what I'll do maybe is then just kind of clean this up a little bit so we can get a little bit more precise with our drawing and our kind of setting up of the composition. So maybe it kind of goes down, maybe it goes up again. So we have this mountain, and I'm thinking like light is maybe coming in from maybe like over here, like this is where light's coming from. So maybe this part is this part's shaded, you know, like this side over here. So we'll get some nice silhouetting going on this side, and then all of this will be also dark. I know this doesn't look like anything. This is just us mapping the composition. We're gonna paint in just a moment. So let me just erase a little bit here. So what we'll do is, yeah, I'm thinking this is where we'll put, like, this is where our horse will stand. Over here. This is our horse guy. Like maybe something like along this line. Maybe not here, maybe it'll be further to the right. Maybe a little bit smaller. I'm not sure. This is a horse piece. We'll work through it. Okay, so that's roughly what I'm thinking for a composition. So what we'll do is we'll just take this layer and we'll lock it to the first at the top, and then also what I'll do, actually before I unlock it, we'll kind of turn down the opacity so it kind of gets a little bit lost in the background, in the foreground, and then I'll turn this back on. Whoops. Okay, too many layers. It's fine. We'll just delete those. And then we can kind of start painting. Hey, Jelly Duck. What's going on? Yeah, we're gonna start the chunks. Okay. So I think the place where we begin really is like just sketching out the rocks, you know, like how this thing is gonna look, I think overall. So let's just start kind of painting some things, and then we'll pick out our brush. We'll pick out a brush and then we'll start painting. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So I think what I'll do is I'll start with some of these mid-tones, like around here. These like medium browns. Let's grab a painting brush. And we're just going to use this flat brush. I really like the way this flat brush looks, because whenever you make it like a decent size, it kind of has this like cool texture to it. And so we're just gonna paint over here. So let's use this kind of guy. It's still really huge. I'm just gonna start painting this. And maybe this is too bright, but we're just gonna start with these broad strokes, and it will get more precise as we go, because we're gonna paint layers on top. We can get a little bit bigger here because we're gonna just be filling in this. We're gonna paint layers over this. Just want to get this initial part kind of going. Get the bones of the piece down, you know. So we're not just looking at a blue sky. Everyone kind of has their own methodology and techniques for how they like to draw. You know what? For that mountain, we're just gonna have this one go down. I will already make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so we'll start with this mountain like that. And whoops. Hope y'all are doing well. And let's continue with just setting up the layers of the composition. So let's start with this like really dark color, and let's start with like a kind of a thicker brush. We can go better. We can go bigger. This is going to be our foreground here. See how I like the square brush? It just gives so much texture whenever you paint with it. You see, like I'm not even trying. I'm already getting these like cool shapes, like these rocks in this whole area here. And we're gonna leave those because that'll give us lots of cool stuff to work with later. I'm just gonna turn off this for now. I think I got it in my head. Is the music too loud, or is the mix okay? Yeah, let me know. It's a little loud for me, but I'm just gonna turn it down ever so slightly. Okay. So moving on. So we're just kind of getting these layers together, just those pieces, the parts, as it were, and we're gonna keep on painting. So I'm thinking this middle part, I'm kind of wanting it to be a bit of water. Like I want it to have like I want this to be like a riverbed, and I haven't quite worked out how we're gonna do that yet, in the shadow. But we're gonna work through it. So I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna paint through it though. I'm gonna put this layer in front of that, but behind that, and we're just gonna start painting, just so it's a different color and we can differentiate. And I'm gonna make this all straighter later, so it's not so jaggy. But we're just gonna paint through this, and we're gonna be painting on this gray quite a bit. So I'm not super worried. I just want to get the layers really separated. Can already, like, the cool thing about this brush is it has this like kind of hard edge, so you can do some fun stuff like that. And we'll probably even tone this other side over here, because we want to add also, you know, like some other mountains. And this other mountain over here in the background, it's further away, but it's also going to be in the light. So we're gonna paint this slightly brighter. We'll like literally put this behind this mountain. It's still not quite what I want. Maybe something like that. Because the light will be coming through this way, you know. And so we'll be painting in some side parts where light's hitting. Okay, so we're getting these pieces down, the various parts. Let's continue. So we're going to be creating a boatload of layers. So because I can't be bothered otherwise. Can I just like take this palette thing out? Yeah, I can. Look at that. That's cool. So I don't have to keep opening that. I can just pull from it. I love Procreate. It's just such a cool tool. Every time I have this thought of like, I wonder if that will work, there's like a 90% chance that it just works. It's so cool. And you can do some really fun stuff like this background. Like if I say, you know what? I want the background to be lighter. I can just grab it out and throw it. And it's just so effortless. It's so cool. I really, really do enjoy it. And I'm thinking we do want to, like, maybe this is like a better vibe to kind of show the light coming through. And we can use this same color as highlights, maybe. Let's already start kind of maybe working backwards, to kind of define that, and then we'll understand light a little bit more and be able to draw. So I'm thinking maybe we add some clouds already. Yeah, the grid is really cool. I can turn it off if it's bugging y'all. Sometimes it helps me just kind of keep a little bit of a stable mindset about where the ground is. But I can see if it bugs you. Alright, so I'm just gonna make my brush like really big, and I'm just gonna start, maybe not that big. I'm just gonna start painting in like some things. Maybe like a little bit lower here. And this actually is kind of cool because then it starts to look like trees are in the background. So maybe we just kind of do something like that. We can even not like, yeah, I don't know, that's kind of cool. Let's maybe take the opacity of the brush down. Just want to give the whole background like some texture. Maybe this over here was also just a little bit more orange. I'm just not pressing very, because if I pressed more, it's kind of cool. It looks like tea stains almost. I don't know. Let's see what it turns into. I'm just kind of, we're in this exploratory phase where we're letting accidents happen. Just gonna fix this a little bit. Oh, that's that darker color. The lighter one. To that one. Just gonna add a little bit of rigidness to that so it's not so even. Do you make commission art, Jelly Duck? Not really. I've done a handful of commission stuff. I'll probably end up doing more of it later. Just the reality is I have like a regular job and that takes up most of my time. And when I stream, I just kind of like it to be fun, you know? I've done a handful of commission stuff that's also stream stuff, but I don't know, like I don't quite like it as much. I kind of like the stream stuff to be just more learning and discovery. Hey, Green. But I mean, eventually I'll probably transition more towards doing freelancing stuff. Hey, it's Mike as well. Hey, dudes. So the answer is no, but yeah, but later. I eventually will. I like working on cool projects. So if you have like something specific in mind that you're doing, or you have an idea for, like, I'm always down to hear stuff. And maybe we can do a project. I hope that it's like the most non-committal answer, but it's kind of the truth. How are you, Mike? How are things? We're just drawing today. So maybe like the like this riverbed's gonna go around behind. I kind of want this like foreground part to kind of be a little bit more dominant. So I'm gonna paint more here. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so it feels a little bit more. Yeah, hold up. The yoga ball is attacking. Yeah, I'm gonna try to draw a horse today. I mean, come on, like this piece is already not speaking volumes, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's get the mountains down and all the other good stuff, and let's see if I can rip it from where it's at now. I mean, it's always this tilting of the piece that just, it comes alive whenever you add details to it. So we're gonna start there. Once we start figuring out where light is coming from. So we're just gonna paint on this part here. This peak, maybe part of this here. You were thinking about you need to change my channel banner. Yeah, I mean, you know, I love drawing stuff for my viewers. I think it's really fun. I mean, I have this channel points reward thing that I haven't done one in a while, but I'll draw something for you. Like I'll spend a stream and draw something. I think that's the closest thing to commissions, and it's free, which is the nice part. So I mean, if you want something like that, we could talk about it, and maybe you can use it for the big boy redemption piece. The tool in the middle for lighting. I don't know. Tool in the middle. Maybe this is like a peak here. We're just gonna like get these parts going, you know, and then every time you like we do some I mean, there might be, honestly. I mean, there's like there are some like tools that you can do, like some like post effects and stuff, but we'll see if it actually plays out. I think I want also like a little bit more of this red rock stuff, so we're gonna already like start painting in some of this, you know. And this water is gonna need like a whole pass. That's okay. We can do a lot of this. Maybe is this dark one? Maybe we paint in. I'm already kind of getting all over the place with the layers, but you know, maybe this is all like just a little bit thin. So really want this this like deserty kind of red rock part. I'm just gonna get this texture going. Get these pieces, and it'll make sense here in a little bit. Trust me. But it's not there yet. That's for sure. It's not really what I'm wanting. We just gotta discover the light. I don't really love the shape of this mountain. It doesn't have like quite enough for me here to like really define things. So I think my strokes are too big. I'm gonna go a little smaller. I'm gonna start adding some of these like creases here, these cracks. All this is gonna come together. Just make this slightly larger over here. Well, I think that was way too large. Yeah, there we go. The mountain looks pretty abstract. I mean, it's going to come together as I blend and add details over this. Do I always draw landscapes like off stream? I do a lot of landscapes. I just really enjoy drawing landscapes. I think they are the most fun. So this is more of like a gray. That doesn't do as much for me. What about this? Is that closer? Yeah, it's slightly darker. Okay, let's work with that. So we'll just be covering these a little bit, toning them down, giving all this like this slight texture here, so it's also flat. We're just going to be working through all this part here. Painting. I'm still getting used to like the iPad and like the pen. It's a very new thing to me. It's going to give us some texture going down. And then let's take this this a little smaller. We could erase some of like maybe it's better to use the eraser for this, and we'll just use the opacity. I just want to tone down like the intensity of this color. So I'm just going over it with like an opaque. Hey, Omero. Hey, dude. How are you? It's good seeing you. What's good? Now I'm just trying to find like the shapes like in the strokes. Because those are the shapes we're going to use when we paint in the highlights. I'm just trying to find where those shapes are on the outsides here. I don't know if that's quite where we're going. I'm really just discovering the kind of where the lines are, and we'll paint in the details onward. How are you doing, dude? It's been a while since I've been able to connect with you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's take a sip of beer. It's kind of looking like a volcano at this point. I don't know, man. We're just giving it this texture, kind of making these passes over it where light would kind of escape through, giving it this look, and then we'll continue. I'm really hating the way that this part, like, it's not just quite how I imagined it. It's what I want, but it's not quite the way that I want it. So I'm gonna do that differently. I'm gonna grab a new brush here. I think what I'm gonna already start doing is like using, let's go even smaller. I want to start painting in like some of these cracks. These are going to be like important for defining like where these like fault lines are, and I'm just using the strokes that I kind of made to kind of define them. What I'm going to do is just blend those a little bit, turn down the opacity. We're going to do this for a few other areas here. I'm just going to define these fault lines in the strokes that I've drawn. Around here. I think I could have done that a little bit better. Maybe that one just fades out. There as well. I'm just gonna keep kind of doing this. Maybe this one's a little bit darker here. Right there, connecting. Maybe it goes along there. And then maybe there's also one like over here that's like a little bit straight. We'll just continue kind of doing a few of these. Like I can imagine it breaking off here, you know, and it goes down, and then maybe it squiggles there and then goes. Well, let's make our brush even smaller, and we'll, since this mountain back here is even farther away, and we're on the back side of the mountain here, do the same. We're just finding those lines that we painted, you know. We're gonna find the fault lines in those. Make the strokes be our guiding. This is probably too many, but we'll blend them later and delete whichever ones we don't like. I'm just looking for the lines that I think look cool, that kind of fit there. Maybe that one we'll do differently, because maybe like we'll connect it with that one and do that better. goes like that. Let's keep doing that. Let's find one more over here. Like maybe it starts up there, goes along. Maybe it fades out a little bit and then continues. It'll blend. It'll blend. Because what we'll do as well is we can take this layer and we can actually just increase its opacity and lower it. Let's lower that down maybe to like 30%. And let's continue blending. Let's take a sip of beer first. He didn't draw for like 2 months. What have I been up to? I've been drawing quite a bit. I've been what else have I been up to? I've been kind of just trying to enjoy summer a bit. You know, wherever I can. Thinking we just like start to highlight this light here, and where light would be hitting it. Maybe we'll move that last one here. Like hitting these rocks. I kind of like how bright it is, but we'll just roll with it. I'm gonna make this a little smaller. We're just gonna keep kind of doing some of these highlights here where the sun would be kind of coming in from this side. Maybe up here we'd see all of it, you know, maybe it's all getting hit, every bit of this. I know it's really abstract what we're seeing right now, but and maybe there's even some of these fault lines here that get some highlights coming through. Like maybe they get more faded. Maybe like on the opposite side of this dark line, like maybe that's where they fade out. Actually don't like that one. I think it'd be better along that highlight there. Maybe that's also illuminated. The beer. This is a Flensburger Pilsner. Flensburger is like a really cool brewery in like North Germany. It's like all blurry. Can we get that in focus, cameraman? Flensburger Pilsner. It's a really nice, refreshing Pilsner. It's one of my favorites if I just kind of want something just to sip on. And it's got this nice cap, you know, that goes like this, and then you can, you know, kind of plop it. Yeah, it's really light. It's like a nice, just refreshing, sippable kind of beer, you know. It's maybe not what I mean, I really enjoy like having just a nice dinner with a Pilsner. I think those are lovely. So I'm gonna give this the treatment. Give these like some more intense highlights. You know, just parts of this, and then oops, I made the brush huge. Didn't mean to do that. We'll go down. Maybe that's a little too much. We'll just go lightly over this. But then over here we can really highlight where light is hitting it. We'll do the same thing we did for the shadows. These will be much more intense because the light is hitting over here. So we'll have the ability to kind of showcase light kind of hitting it different ways. I think I can make my strokes even smaller because they're further away. So we'll just zoom in, and I'll just make this a little bit bigger like that. A little bit smaller, rather. These are kind of long. I'm just gonna make those. Gonna start filling in this. We'll just zoom out for a sec. So I think it's a little too intense on the tops over here. Making this, I can't really point, and you understand what I'm saying. So we'll tone those down. But I like the ones in the back. I think those look good, and we'll start having a little bit more texture coming in, and we'll give it a little bit more definition with like the fault line stuff. So let's switch to our eraser, and we'll tone down the opacity a little bit, and we'll just, whoops, just undo that. How's my weekend? Weekend's been really nice. So there are this new scooter, like these like e-scooter moped things. I mean, there's many different brands that exist throughout Europe and where I live. But there's this new one that sprung up. It's called Felix, and we decided to try them today. I hadn't really driven. I haven't driven in Germany, and I haven't driven in a long time. But it was really fun. I really quite enjoyed being able to like kind of scoot around the city. We saw some cool stuff. Went and had some good food. And overall, it was just really nice to kind of explore the city in a different way. So I enjoyed that thoroughly. Would love to do that some more. Make that a little bit cleaner. Do this the same up here. Make that a little bit narrow, so it's not so. I want to make this have a little bit more definition. I think that's what I'll do now. I think I'll maybe just. Hey dude, it's all good. Dude, just take it easy, and I hope you feel better. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. And yeah, take care of yourself. That's really important. I'll catch you some other time. Yeah, this is kind of a cool color. We can use this. So maybe we'll give this like has like some extra texture to all this whole thing, so it's not so just two colors, but actually having different kinds. Glamoro, hello. Welcome in. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're just kind of painting a little bit today, so it's all very rough and open right now. We're just figuring out the piece. I'm just kind of getting this going. Painting in some texture. I think what I want for this guy, for this cliff over here, I want to make my brush like slightly opaque, slightly bigger. I just want to paint in a little bit of this. I think we'll make it more opaque. Just tone down some of this. Now we'll make it a little bit thinner. Zoom in. Let's go a little bit red. Let's give this like a little bit of texture. We can go smaller here. I think. But what I will put in the horse eventually. I have to put in the horse, or else people will get mad at me. I'm excited for the horse. I'm notorious for not even being able to draw horses. It's kind of my thing. So I can show you some past shitty horses that I've drawn, but it's okay. I'll get better. That's why I do this stuff. Hey, thanks for the follow. Just give this some love here, and you know what? Let's use this same kind of guy to give this like some highlights over here. A little bit of this rockiness. This needs like a little bit of just some unpredictableness in the rock. Go slightly smaller, a little too much. Just a little bit more. It's insanely calming. That's very kind of you to say. I've heard that it has that effect, but I'm glad that it's able to bring that to you. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is the color I'm looking for. So let's start giving this a little bit more texture here. I'm just gonna paint and darken up some of these colors that are a little bit too bright because they're in this foreground area. We're just gonna darken them up, and yeah, just give this whole part here just like a little bit of shadow. We're just giving this whole thing some texture. We're just gonna keep making passes on it, and then eventually, hopefully, we'll arrive at something good. I mean, I mentioned it before, but like it's all about kind of discovering the shape of the piece. And I think for me, like light is a big portion of that. Like and light and perspective, like where the elements are, where light is happening. This part here in the middle, I think, is still like a little bit of a problem child, and I think it's because the strokes are too thick. I think I need to tone those down. So what I'm going to do is turn up the eraser. Let's get it really small. And let's just... is that these? Yeah, it is. We're just going to tone these down a little bit. We'll need to go, because I think I have two brushes that are kind of... or two layers that are pulling weight here. Yeah. So we're just going to ease this a little bit, and I'll kind of repaint some of the parts afterwards. We can even add a little bit of opacity here and just be a little bit more aggressive. And I can just come in after the fact. And actually, I kind of like just how this is really giving us like some... Krampus! Hey, dude. Started a new job. What kind of job? What kind of stuff are you doing now? Let's see here. Let's give this like a little bit of a lighter color up here. Let's just move this guy to the top. The cream always rises to the top. Just doing construction while I'm working and getting into Fire Academy. Fire Academy, that's dope. That's so cool. Yeah. Super necessary. That's really cool. I draw pictures for a living. I don't do anything necessarily useful in comparison. But we'll just take that day by day. That's super cool. I love that. Construction is also do things with your hands. That's cool. just gonna start drawing in some of these peaks and valleys so it's not so uniform in color. I'm just gonna make a pass. I'm just kind of using this bigger brush. I'm just gonna start drawing in some of these bits here just to give this a little bit more movement. I just kind of want to. It's not the color I want. Let's get some darker tones in here. Yeah, let's do this. We just need to respect like these fault lines that we've created. We're water benders in the what? Oh. Wow. Yeah. So I recently got an iPad and I've been drawing. Like, so normally I do like vector art, or I've been doing like some digital painting recently, and I haven't been. Procreate's like a super new tool to me, and so this is the tool I'm working on, and I'm drawing just a piece today. Right now I'm working on this like kind of mountain, and yo, did I miss Scoob? Hey Scoob, dude, it's so good to see you. Dude, it's been a hot minute, but it's awesome to see you. So yeah, I'm working on this thing, and it's cool. I think, whoa, my brush was way too big. But I'm just gonna tone these guys down, not do that. Scoob, how are you doing, man? Scoob is one of my oldest viewers, I think. Oldest, not in like age, but like in time. Goes way back. We're just gonna give this some texture here, and we'll also let's get a new layer. Willy-nilly. How long have I been streaming for? Like, let's see. I started January 1st of 2020. I shouldn't say first. It was like second. It was like right after New Year's. That was like my first stream where I like really gave it. Like I streamed like a few other times before that to be like, how does it even work? But that was like the first one where I was like, I'm gonna do this thing. But so like a year and some change. But yeah, it's been a fun ride so far. I mean, I've met a lot of cool people, and I got featured on the Twitch homepage once. That was really cool, and got to meet a lot of really cool people. I'm really proud of, like, I don't even want to call it a community because it feels so selfish and weird, but a group of people who would like to watch me draw every week, and we share memes and laughs throughout the week on Discord, and it's the closest thing to a community I guess you can have, but I really enjoy it, and so it's really fun. I've had a good time of it. I've been, I think, really lucky. A lot of people have a shit time streaming. Meet a lot of terrible people, and I feel like I've only met really good people. Hey, thanks for Glamoro. Thanks for the follow. Oh, for the subscription, dude. Thank you. Whoa, thank you. I was about to say, didn't you just follow? How'd you do that twice? And then, dude, thank you so much. You've been busy. Got a new job. Working Monday 10-hour shifts. Jesus, Scoob. Dude, you're taking your time off to hang with me. Dude, that's so nice. Thanks, Jelly Duck. Dude, I don't know. This one, if I'm going to be totally honest with y'all, I'm not feeling this one. I feel like I'm off my game a little bit. I feel like things are not really clicking the way they normally just kind of click together. I'm hoping, I'm at this point, I'm just like hoping that things just kind of start working. So We'll see if it does. But at this point, I'm just gonna keep scribbling, keep adding stuff until it works. So we'll see. We're a hive. Yeah, man, that's what it is. We're a hive. Yeah, I like bees. I don't know, man. Oh, dude, wait. If you've subscribed long enough, you become a bouncer. You get swole. Yeah, Miguel is the bouncer, man. He's swole. All right, let's make this. Let's give this like a little bit more. That's a little too dark. I'm thinking maybe we add some of these dark parts here. What the? Scoob! Scoob, my god! 10 of these bad boys? Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone, Scoob. Oh man. Dude, Scoob, thank you, man. I don't know what to say. That means a ton. That's you touching me. Man, I really appreciate that. Really means a lot. Y'all say thanks to Scoob. We're gonna be hearing this for a while. Hey there. Scoob is the leader. He's our boy. Dude, I appreciate you. We're gonna be hearing that noise. I haven't worked on my alerts lately. I don't really know what happened. I used to have like a thing with Streamlabs, and I think it died, or like my subscription ran out or something. so on my Streamlabs alerts, I got all the default stuff now, and I haven't been like, let's just say it's a wonder I even got this iPad thing working. And so what's the jelly? I think yeah, let's just take this. Let's tone this down. Scoob, man. What a king. I'm just using the eraser tool right now to kind of make this a little bit more pointed, more sharp. I think this is starting to look like a mountain. Like, it's getting there. Yeah, we're gonna have it be a mountain by the end of this. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? I don't know what I missed. The details matter. Like, they bring everything together. Go to Twitch chat. My laptop died. Hold up. Oh, okay, weird. Yeah, because only the bottom half. It didn't, Jelly Duck, that didn't actually render in my like stream chat thing. Hilarious. That's amazing. Who is that? It's so funny. Okay, we're starting to get this this understanding here of this. I think this part to the left needs a little bit more texture, and then we can start kind of working on the light coming through. We'll do the mountain in the background, then we'll start working on the foreground, and then we'll do the water, and then we'll do the horse. That's kind of that's like the order of the or operations that we'll do. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna use like this kind of darker color here, and we're gonna just kind of start. I get a bigger brush here, and we're just gonna start painting in part of this. And you know what? Let's just get some like darker browns. Let's just start making like a color mix so it starts to get a little bit more textured on the side. We're just gonna mix it. Let's kind of make this thing. I don't really know. We're gonna work on it. It's gonna be a shape by the end of it. It'll make sense. We'll just paint like these kind of bits, and then we'll kind of add some details after the fact. Like if we just kind of like this is something that I've started doing more that I quite like. If we just we paint like a bunch of shapes, and then we kind of make them a, I don't even know how to describe it. Like we use the brush strokes to actually define the shapes of the rocks and stuff. You know, it's like if these are all like rocks here. I think these are our two biggest strokes. We'll turn those down even more. What we can do as well is we can do some fun stuff here in a sec. We'll blend this a little bit with like an airbrush, and yeah, chat doesn't show all the emojis. I gotta get this is V1 of the unified YouTube. I mean, no one's on YouTube, but it's I've missed so many. Like every stream, there's somebody that pops in on the YouTube stream, and they're like, "Hey, are you reading this?" And I'm obviously not. Although I do tab over, but it's usually like 40 minutes later, and so I just completely miss it. And yeah, it's a tragedy. So what I'm thinking we'll do is like, yeah, we'll have like these lines here, like defining like this kind of shape, and what we can do, like after we have like some rocks here, is we can use the airbrush to kind of make them like in between things, and kind of make them look like they have some shadows behind them. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna try. We're gonna make it look like there's some rocks here. Okay. So that's kind of cool. It's a little dark. Like we'll have to tone down the intensity, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the mountain, finish the mountain, and I'm gonna do like some a little bit of work in the mountain in the background, give it some texture, not as much as this one because it's further away. And then I'm going to work on the foreground a little bit, like to get the ground, and then I'm gonna do the water, and then I'm gonna do the horse. We're gonna do the horse last because I mean the horse is gonna ruin it, so we got to do it last, so that we don't. We gotta do it last. I'm gonna give these like just tone these down a little bit, blend them some. I'm just going over them with a slightly opaque eraser tool. And these just blend these things in. You can't really see where my cursor is. That's unfortunate. You can, I guess, when I'm brushing, but otherwise you can't really see it. Sorry about that. But Oh well. So what I'm thinking we'll do here, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I was thinking we'd take a different brush, like this airbrushing tool. Take like a really soft brush. And we'll take like maybe a brown color. I'm using an iPad Pro. This is Procreate that I'm using here. It's a brand new thing to me. I recently got it with work, and so I've been enjoying playing with it some. So that's the airbrush tool. I've never really used the airbrush tool, so we're gonna learn together here. That's kind of cool. Let's tone down the opacity. Let's put this layer behind this layer. Whoops. Let's see here. Let's just kind of give this. Actually, don't want to use that. Let's use this slightly darker color here. Kind of like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a really big eraser and have it. Oops. Make it quite big, and then let's tone this back. That kind of gives that some different texture. That's looking cool. I like the way that rock is looking. Beef horse. Okay, let's hit the pause button on this foreground mountain. It definitely needs some more work, but we could grind on this thing all day, and I think we need to get moving. So let's move this layer down. Let's put him somewhere back here. Let's just work a little bit on this guy back here on this mountain. So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. These don't bother me so much because when it's zoomed out, it doesn't really look that bad. But what I want to do is first I want to reselect my flat brush. So we're gonna painting good flat brush, and I want to give this some like a little bit of more texture. So we're gonna make this brush quite big, and it's a little too dark for being this far. That's much better. I'm just gonna kind of be messy here, like just give this like a little bit of that kind of treatment. We're just gonna go further back. So it's behind this layer, kind of behind that mountain. There we go. Just kind of give this some of this treatment. Maybe not that. I kind of like that shape. I'm just giving this some texture so it wasn't so flat, you know. So we're gonna keep doing that. Maybe just a little bit more. Add one more layer. It's a little too dark. Colors that color. But maybe if I go a little bit light, gives us something in between. Yeah, it does. So I'm just gonna kind of give this, make it look like there's a bunch of layers going back, and that was pretty easy. You need to go to bed. Hey, it was nice meeting you. Thank you. I'm glad our paths crossed. Hope you have a good one. I just stream once a week every Sunday, so I hope to see you next Sunday. But in between, be sure to I don't know, follow me on Twitter, or jump on my Discord or whatever, so you can know whenever I do stuff. Cool. Take it easy. It's nice meeting you. One thing we can do here that's kind of cool is maybe we'll just give this like a little bit more of that treatment that we were doing before, because I'm kind of addicted to it now. So we just give this like some subtle highlights, and like we can make these like a little bit faint, but we just kind of defined. We're just using what we painted, these brushes. We're just having light come through. Maybe it comes through there. We didn't even paint that one. Just give that like a little bit more life to it. I think that's cool. And one thing that I did in a recent piece that I really liked is this thing I'd like to do here, where we turn down the opacity and we make this brush really, really huge. And we just kind of paint through these god rays here. Coming from this mountain. Just coming through. Let's maybe not do it like in that direction. Let's sorry if it's disorienting for you to like whenever, but it helps me to be able to twist it. That just has like this light coming through then, which you can kind of see. That looks cool. I like that. All right, let's work on this foreground a little bit. Give this a little bit of love, and then we'll figure out the next part. So there's huge parts of this palette we haven't really utilized yet. Kind of just working through the bits here. So let's start utilizing some of this purple and some of these pieces of the hues at the bottom, because I think that would be nice. So I'm gonna turn up this all the way, make my brush quite small again, and maybe not that purple, but maybe this one. Yeah, I like that one. This is like a good rocky. I mean, this black is really black. We're gonna use that for something for sure. Like maybe even like over here. Let's make this like a little bit bigger. This is the ultra foreground. And maybe what we could already do to like give this some nice textures to already have like some shadow on like these rocks that we've kind of drawn in. You know, we just give this like some love. Just make all these like a little bit darker and give them some textures, just a little bit, not a lot. We're just going over these. Kind of make it feel like there's some light coming in from the left. As long as it feels consistent, doesn't really matter. Let's do that one. That one could be better. It doesn't look like anything right now, but really appreciate y'all hanging out with me though. I don't know if I say it enough. It makes it worthwhile. Alright, cool. Those are looking like rocks now. That's cool. And we got this kind of flat area here we can see with perspective, so that's cool. We got this foreground area. Cool. Let's continue a bit. So I'm thinking what we'll do. Originally I was thinking there'd be like this kind of tree over here on the right. I'm glad you enjoy them, Krampus. So let's see here. Let's make this like, we go maybe like, let's go slightly smaller, and then maybe yeah, a lot of the chip hop stuff recently has really gone streamer friendly, which is fantastic. It's been a huge boon for me to be able to keep it relaxed and chill. Something a little bigger. to just do here is just paint together like the other half of like the shadow of this tree. And then we're gonna put on a bunch of leaves. And then hopefully it'll be cool. Might need to erase some of it. It's okay. But I'm really enjoying like drawing with the iPad. Like it's really cool. There's so much neat stuff you can do. I think there are some brushes even for like leaves and stuff. I haven't really even tried these. They kind of feel like cheating, but I might try them. Because it could be kind of neat. That's huge. Yeah, these definitely feel like cheating. This is... Definitely feels like cheating, but it looks cool. So I don't know. The jury's out. We'll have to see. Should have put that on a different layer because now it's gonna be hard to undo. Maybe I go back and do that on a new layer, so we can decide later if we want different treatment of it. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I had it really good before. I gotta figure out how to get that back. You gotta press hard and just go really fast. Because I don't want it to... Whoops, I actually undid too many and undid the creation of that layer that I did. I kind of like it. Just give these some of the shadow in the background. It's cool. All right, let's get out of that low. Swordgrass, wildgrass. What do these do? I don't know if I like swordgrass. Let's look at wildgrass. Ooh, this is actually kind of neat, but it's huge. I don't know how it actually picks a color. It seems to be somewhat random. You pick a color and it gives you something. Also, don't know how to make it not come from the side. Is there any way I can say like maybe just go up and down? It's all sideways. Weird. These are fun. Mountain ash. Ooh, that's fun. That's a nice brush. Snowgum, rainforest, spires. There's so many cool brushes in this. Clay. I feel like clay could be kind of cool to go use over here. We just kind of we blend this a little bit. We just kind of give this like some texture over here. I think we go even more on the opacity. Just give that a little bit of texture to it, you know. Yeah. Let's see here. I really want to try this swordgrass thing again. What happens if you turn down the opacity on that? Like, it really kind of looks gross. If we make it small, it's really small. And I really want it to, like, the shadows, like the way it alternates, I don't love. Paper Daisy, that's what we used. The big one, yeah, dude, it's big. Give me a big old bush. It's like this ash thing is super cool. I kind of want to just use this like textured brush, just give it like just go over this once with like some of this. Just gives the whole thing like a little bit of something that it was missing. A little bit of scratchiness, you know? It's cool. Hey, thanks. I like the tree. I think the tree looks really nice as well. I really want to find a way to like do the grass, but I don't really know if any of these organic things really do what I'm looking for. What is this rainforest brush? Is this just like one big piece of cloud? Oh, interesting. Gives you like a lot of things. That could actually be kind of cool if we put this like behind this mountain. Like in between that one, if we did it like this. We'll like really crank down the opacity. If we turned it up, it's kind of cool actually. Let's make it smaller. Let's use a different one. Maybe this yellow. Maybe even the... Well, it's fun to experiment with these. It's these darker clouds, or maybe, oh yeah, it's like fog over here. That's kind of cool. Let's go a little bit more opaque. I like that. That's cool. That's a cool look. Let's keep going. What other useful tools do we have here that we could use? Textures. There's like a grid texture. That's kind of cool. What is this hemp? It's a cool brush, but I don't know if it helps us a lot. Let's tell you what. Let's take this maybe this bamboo brush. Let's make it really thin and small. Yeah, let's just paint on some here. Let's just maybe not that color, maybe we use this one. We just make a few passes on this. These will just be our, like, some of these reeds that'll be over here in this foreground, and we're gonna make a second pass to give these like some shadows and stuff. So we'll just kind of do this. Is really cool because it's not so precise. So what we'll do is we'll just make like a second pass on all these to give these some black ones so they don't all feel like they're just hovering. Some of these are in shadow. They'll have some texture then. put like some of these bigger ones that will be kind of back here. Maybe this whole corner is just like really disheveled and just covered in these things. We'll make a pass underneath it to like really paint those out. Maybe then after that they're a little bit less common. Just a bunch of these over here. Give this like, we want this foreground area to really feel like it's alive. So let's take this, but like maybe I would just tone this down. Wow, grass is weird. I really wish that brush was different. That one too. Like it's always like pink. I just wish it wasn't like that. Whatever. Let's go back to our flat brush. We'll just start using that. And what we'll do is we'll just give this like a little bit of opacity. We'll make it big. We'll just paint this whole thing in. Wait, is this the? Did I get the rounded flat brush? I wanted the square one, so I'm gonna go back. Not the rounded one. Yeah, it's not the right one. So I wanted this one that has the. Is that the right one? Flat brush. There we go. That's what I wanted. Give that some opacity. Yeah, I just want to darken. That's what I wanted. Just paint this whole thing kind of like that. Okay. That's looking cool. Alright, so next let's work a little bit more on this mountain. It needs just like a little bit more, and then we'll move that into the water, and then when we have that, we'll start on this chongus. We'll start on the horse. Should be good. Okay. So, I want to take, this layer here. I'm just going to turn down the opacity on that. And that's the brush we want. And I think what I want to add here is really just like some more elements of this like red rock to kind of come through. But not that. Yeah. Make this kind of big. We're going to blend this in a little bit, but just want this to have like a little bit more of that redness. I think whenever I use the eraser tool, I get these more interesting shapes. They make it a little bit more textured and interesting. I think it's just this part that needs a little bit of love. And then I think we can probably continue on a little bit. Like that a little bit. So this is like an area where light is coming through here, and like it's like different stone. So what we'll do is Let's tone this down a little bit. And then let's add one more pass of like some of these highlights. You know, with this tiny brush. Let's go small. Maybe where the light will be coming through here. I just really love like being able to highlight where the sun is getting shown. I think it's cool. Oops. Didn't mean to select that tool. Let's give this like just a few more, like where our brush strokes have taken us. Maybe like a little bit peeks through here, you know, like just a little bit down below. Like that. Let's look at this. This is a great stamp. I think we built the best stamp. One thing I meant to do a moment ago and I just kind of completely spaced on is I wanted to give this like a shadow, so it like really feels like it's coming across here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Things need to cast shadows. I'm gonna put like a little bit of a dark patch underneath each of these. Raz! Dude! It's good seeing you. My man. The intro tunes are not functioning right now, but believe it that in my heart your song is playing. 20 months, my god. I was a young man back then. I was just a young whippersnapper. And you came along and became the first patron. I appreciate you. How you doing, man? How are things? Yeah, Raz was my first ever subscriber. Longest, one of my longest, biggest long-time supporters. And he's just an all-around cool dude. Alright, let's work on the water some. I think it's time we do that. I haven't fully figured out how I want to do this. I was originally thinking that I would just mirror the color. But I think we're gonna just do it dirty and we'll just see what happens, you know? You got promoted twice, dude. Congrats. I've been doing well. Staying busy, trying to work out, trying to do more art. Got work stuff going on, just trying to enjoy the summer too, you know? So it's a bit of all that stuff. So, all right. So one thing I don't love is like the river across the way doesn't have a ton of life to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start adding like a little bit more going on over there. So let's start with this kind of brush to like define a little bit more of a coastline over here. Just going to make it a little bit darker. Just like a little bit more like that. And then what we're going to do is, sorry, I keep twisting it like all crazy. And sorry about that. I know it's disorienting for you not to be able to see the whole piece. No, right? Yeah, I wasn't normally doing this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this brush really big. We're going to do the same thing we did on the mountain. Just kind of give it like some textures. giving it like a pass. This big brush, kind of going over here. What we need is to start kind of reflecting what we're seeing in the water. So we're gonna blend off of this a little bit and give us a little bit more of this brown. Maybe we'll go with like a darker brown. One of these. Maybe even like a little bit of this. We're just gonna be blending this here. Let this water reflect what we're seeing here. Like a little bit. It's gonna be closest over there. Maybe what we'll do is, we'll just turn down that opacity just a tad. Tone that back a little bit. Yeah, I've been doing all kinds of stuff lately, Raz. Been experimenting a lot, just doing more, just different things, and it's been really, I've just gotten a ton of enjoyment out of it. Just trying new and different art styles. It's too big. It's like around this line, things kind of change, so we're gonna give it something like that. Then we'll need to, first we'll need to tone this back. We'll just give this some harder edges. And we'll turn that down. Then we'll start really dialing this guy down. The synthwave stuff, yeah, I would love to, my first love was always vector art, and I'm never going to walk away from that. Variety is the spice of life, or something like that. I don't know what they say. So, just doing some different things every now and then, I think is important. Changing it up, doing something new. We're gonna just blend this a little bit. So it looks more like water. It's looking like water. It's pretty cool. Yeah, some synthwaves. I went on like a whole synthwave kick for a while. That was like my jam for like quite a few days. That was, no regrets. That stuff is fun. And I think what I want to do here now is I give this, it's way too big. I'm just gonna blend this a little bit. Let's zoom in, make this small. Let's tone this down. Sorry, I'm just kind of want to discover this section in the water. Where it's just a little bit more still. Johnny Duck, it was super cool seeing your some of your art stuff. Your music stuff lately. I really enjoyed watching that. Momomo, meow. Thank you for the follow. Hey Audrey, welcome in. How are you? I'm still doing horses, yo. And let's pick out some of these darker colors here. Let's tone this down, make this a little bit smaller. Can't draw straight lines. Help. This piece over here. What's good, Audrey? What's cracking? I'm sorry, fam. I have to keep tilting the thing. Like I know it's not fun, but I can't do it otherwise. I can't move the iPad because I'll bump the mic. Let's turn off the guides. I think I got it. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Let's drawing guide. Let's just turn that off. Hey, that's looking cool. I think I want to fix a few things in the water a little bit. Still, give it a little bit more reflection. I think this this bit over here needs a little bit more definition. We gotta go vertical. Slightly bigger. I'm just going to paint in some of this. Let's give this also like maybe some of this darker hue. Let's just give it a pass on that. Like, so it's close over there. Then we'll blend this in a sec, so don't fret. Hey Malamy, what's going on? It's been a while since you popped by. Yeah, it has. I'm glad you like it. But it's good seeing you. Long time. How's the doggo doing? It's not quite what I wanted. Let's just make this like a little bit bigger. Let's just make a pass on it. Something like that. And then let's just... Can I... Never use this like blend tool. It's like fudge tool. Ooh, this is kind of exactly what I need. I'm going to pick up the iPad so I don't have to tilt it for y'all. And we're just going to smudge all this. Ooh, this looks good. Oh yeah, give me some of that color coming across. So this tool is exactly what I was missing. What I need though is to add back in a little bit more blue. So let's just get a hint of this over here. It's a little too much. Let's tone that down a little bit on all sides. Let's just smudge that. Pulling over this. It's looking more like mud now than water, because I really kind of goofed that. But it's okay. We'll get it. All in time. I think if I give this like some opacity, and then like kind of blend it in. It's looking cool. It needs a little bit more something that, like some of the lines, the rigidness, and like some more of these kind of hints that it's actually water. Some of these things. Some of those. And then maybe up next to the shoreline, maybe we can even just kind of paint in like a little bit more of these. Lighten these up slightly. 'Cause that's where like water would bounce around a little bit, you know? That's pretty cool. Loza! Hey there, thought I'd pop in stream and say hey, Lo. Masterpiece in action. Love. Hey, thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say. I appreciate it. It's I'm still gonna ruin it by drawing a horse a little bit later, but yeah, I'm glad it can look like something now. At least it's about to go down in flames. But I appreciate the kind words. I really do. It looks like water, I think. I'm kind of... It didn't quite get the reflectiveness that I wanted, but it works. So I kind of don't want to touch it too much more. It's at a point now where the light seems to come through really clearly. I just want like a highlight on this part here. Maybe there as well. Something like that. A horse is like, oh yeah, the thing is, I was gonna put it here in this foreground area, and I don't actually know if he's gonna fit if he's that big. So we might need to make a miniature horse. Something very small. A small horse. Yeah, the horse is the worst. So I've drawn on stream, I think approximately 4 horses. And they get worse the more I draw. So, and it's become like a running gag. Like these characters over here in chat, they love to heckle me whenever I draw creatures that are touched, and so so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. Whoops. Just give this like a little bit of love over here. It's a little too dark. Let's tone this down. Horses are the worst to draw, though. I'm convinced they're demon creatures that don't want to be drawn. Hey, thanks for the host. I appreciate that. It's mighty kind of you. I'm just gonna give this like a little bit of love here. And I think just create like a new layer and just paint in just a few more bits of light and shadow. And then we will begin on the horse. That's too opaque. We need a little bit more. It's too big. Let's go a little smaller. There we go. That's just right. When I said it was just right, I meant it was close to being right, but not quite. Just gonna give this like a little bit more. This is just something, I've been talking about it a lot today, but I just kind of take these strokes, I just paint like a boatload of strokes on it, and I just kind of paint in the fault lines from like the strokes. And that's kind of how I find the lines, where they all are. Since we're really far away, I'm just barely touching the canvas. this gives us those cool lines. Camels. Oh, I don't dare do a camel. Camel scares me. That would be awful. Little wiggle. Okay, do we begin with a horse? I don't know. So what I'm thinking is let's start on this bad boy. We're gonna do it. It's too far in the foreground. This is gonna be awful. Let's start with this shade, and then we'll begin. Camels. We're never doing a camel. Never. I'm gonna sketch it first, and then we're gonna refine from there. We're gonna draw it here, and when I say here, and you have no idea, we're gonna draw it right here, in that area. I think it's gonna be looking wistfully at the volcanic looking mountain. It's gonna be awful. All right, so let's turn that up. And I think, is that too big? I think it's good. We're gonna do it similar to how we did our. Let's turn on the drawing guide so I can see where the ground is. So maybe its back leg is kind of like over here. We're gonna shade this a little bit later. You know, we're in hind leg territory here. We go up. This might be too big. This is tail. We're gonna shade all this, so it's fine. Okay. We're gonna. This is the first. Starting erasing. Still erasing. Hello. Thank you. Alright, this is off to a rough start already. Okay. I gotta tilt the iPad. Yeah, all the I love bees. Bees are like, they're just great. So this is always the part that throws me, is like these legs, you know, like I don't fully understand what happens. We give it like this big old belly, but I don't really know like what happens with them. And then these will get more narrow as we go. Let's do the other leg. It goes in and then kind of goes down. I think this is too straight. I think. This needs to come in at like an angle here. And yeah, we're just doing the sketch first. Honeycomb shaped things. That sounds fun. Alrighty. We are scratching along here on this horse. And so here is this mane coming off of this guy. Coming off. And then his head goes down. We're going to refine all this a little bit. I think his chest maybe didn't come out enough. We're going to have to draw on some muscles. He's a thick boy. We'll see how this goes. You know, as I zoom out, it's pretty abysmal, but it could be way worse. And I think it will get better as we add parts to them. As with all things, like when we drew the rocks first, the rocks were awful, and the rocks got better. So. We might even make this stylistic when we put on like a, you know, a person behind it, because we might put a person on top. Okay, so this is our base horse. We're gonna let's refine this a little bit. Let's do some erasing, and then we'll I'm gonna fix this back leg. It's all kinds of messed up. This needs to go like this, then they kind of need to bend back in, and this is gonna be kind of hidden behind this thing. Like we're gonna have like shadow coming behind this. So I'm not super concerned about this overall. I just want the shape to be the shape and sizes to be right. So that should be fine. This is gonna be like a tail that we'll have going over, and whoops. Painted that. Okay, let's create a new layer and let's start using this black, and let's start painting on the next part. So I'm gonna basically this whole part back here. We're gonna be giving this quite a bit of shadow, light and shadow back here. Because it's in this back part. So we're gonna just turn this down because I want to blend that a little bit. Sculpt some muscles here. So this is completely going to be black. This is this other leg. Whoops. Let's get in here. Let's make this a little bit smaller. It's looking like BoJack Horseman over here. It's too big. Let's do this like a little bit smaller, but I just want to get. We'll tone that down. It's looking more like a horse. We'll see. Like let's keep adding light and shadow here. He's got like a thick neck. I think we could have toned down the neck a little bit. Oops. We're just adding this extra layer here. We're just going to be blending all this in a bit. It's nothing I'm worried about right now. And I think for like the tail even, I think there's this brush here that could be kind of cool. Where was it? I remember it being super cool. There was... artistic. Was it one of these? Drawing. It was called Fine Hair, and it was really quite cool because it was like a very thin kind of brush used for details. Oops. Airbrushing, calligraphy, artistic. There's just so many brushes. I was not prepared for this. Could use this water a little bit. This water bleed. I could have used that on the. That could have been cool. Touch-ups. Oh yeah, flowing hair, fine hair. This is where we go. This is what I wanted. It's way too big. It needs to be more like uniform. I think also going back here, let's just we're on the wrong layer first of all. So let's get on the right layer. And I think it needs to like kind of be like this ball here that then has like hair coming out. I think what we can do now is we can use the eraser tool to kind of clean that up. It looks quite good. Let's continue working on. Let's get a new layer. Let's work on the shadows a little bit more. Yep, I need my flat brush again. Whoops. I really love the flat brush. This brush is a godsend. This is so cool. We'll need to add some passive shading. Oops. We'll also need to add his eyes. That's too big. That's too high. It's... Oops. In fact, it's also too high. It's too big. I think I'll also, like we're gonna have a rider, I think, on this, so I'm gonna like a system of reins here. His nose is a little weird. Let's fix that. Let's fix it in the base model here. It's because they don't. All right, then we'll go to this like shaded one. Let's use this rain one over here. Let's fix this. I think his nose is a bit weird. It kind of goes up. I feel like horses' heads go like straight. I feel like it's structurally wrong. I think let's erase that eye. Let's go back over here. That looks a little bit closer. Let's go back over here. I'll add this. We'll add some shading here. It's a little bit closer. And I think it was this layer. I don't think I can do it with this brush. I always make it too big. I don't know if that's too weird. Let's already start underneath this. Start doing this shadow, like kind of behind it. Just gonna make this whole area darker under here. Oops. And let's paint a little bit on this leg. Make this whole area back here just really dark, so it's a little bit more ambiguous. And let's turn that down. Let's erase a little bit here. And then let's switch back to that smudge tool. Okay, let me turn off this sizing guide. Yo, my chat is disconnected. I haven't seen chat in like I just tabbed over, looked at chat here, and I don't see Joe Fabulous. I've missed so many things. Hello. I don't know how to refresh my chat. There it is. Whoa, just everything came at once. Joe Fabulous, my man. Thank you, then. Welcome in. It looks like a horse, guys. I think I'm doing it. But I want to add, we gotta fix some stuff. So, seeing some bad things. Yeah, sorry guys, my chat just was not updating, and I didn't see anything, and then suddenly it all came. How are things, Joe? Hope things are good with you. Let's put a layer up here. And let's very subtly add some of that there, and let's smudge the shit out of it. Didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Just want to give this like the slightest hint of light on the other side. And then over here on this one, oops, that's the wrong brush. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I'm erasing. I want to erase. Paint this. I want to paint this bad boy. I want to paint a little bit more back here. How am I doing? How are things? It's good. It's good. I'll zoom out a little bit so we can look at this piece for a little bit. So I recently got this iPad, and I've been been drawing with it, and I'm still learning. Got a lot to learn, but I'm enjoying it and having some fun. So anyway, this is like a piece that I've been working on today. A little Bob Rossian in its own way. Got a tree, got a horse, got some water and a mountain. We'll see. I'm still wanting to like kind of add like a silhouetted, like individual of sorts, kind of riding this, but I don't know. Let's see if I can pull it off. Let's go back to our kind of. I guess we should give him like a different hue. Like maybe we can give him like this like dark brown. Like maybe this will work. I don't know. We're gonna try. It might be too bright. Melon Boy, hello. Maybe I can use like a multiply with this, or I don't know. We'll just try some things. How are things, Melon? Let's make this slightly larger. Oops. I want to have like the dude like kind of leaning forward. This like cloaked individual. Kind of something like that, and then we'll kind of add some other. We're watching a movie called Fright Night. They got the dentist for it. I'm good. I've been working on this boy, and it's going pretty well. I think my dude is too big, so we're gonna resize him a little bit. I think it's a little bit better. Just tone that down, and then I'm gonna, we're gonna blend this a little bit. Jelly Duck, dude, thanks for the host, my man. Appreciate you. Let's take this layer and let's do something with it. Let's multiply it, kind of tone down, so we get some extra definition in this, and like maybe let's make this a little bit smaller. So it's on this side, it's darker. We can always tone down the opacity like a little bit more, so we get what we want. And then we just kind of blend in this a little bit. Joe Fabulous is fabulous. My only regret in life is that I don't get to see more of his streams. I don't have many other regrets. There's like maybe 3 other regrets in my whole life. Yeah, that's one of them. I think I want to like tone this a little bit. Get this, whoops. Make this guy look a little bit more like he has a head and a body. Oops. Something like that. Yeah, let's go back over here. Let's grab this color. Yeah, let's just keep painting a little bit. Maybe we even get really like, darker here. This is all in this layer. Is it all multiplied? Should be darker with this color. Whatever, let's just paint on it straight. Let's give this dude, like, we should go back down to this layer, kind of jumping around all over the place. But, some stirrups here. Oops. And then you'll have to paint in some boots and some other details. Maybe get like one of these guys. Turn down all these sliders here. Oops. Yeah, maybe we'll like paint it in with these colors and then like multiply them. Maybe he has like feet like that, and then we'll color burn them. And we can always put in like maybe some on top of these, just apply some detail just to make them look like a little bit more okay, let me catch up on chat while I zoom out here. What's cooler, in your opinion, the art of music, things you can touch, taste, and smell, the blessing of sound, or the happiness of home? Let me cooler in your opinion. So we got the art of music, things you can touch, taste, and smell, the blessing of sound, or the happiness of home. I mean, I really like things you can touch, taste, and smell. Like, I'm kind of a foodie, so I think that one. Audrey, what are you saying? What's the deal? I think I want to use like, maybe we paint in also like some designs on this. Like I want to give this guy, I want to fix his cloak a little bit, but like maybe it has like, maybe something like that. Maybe even like some trim like that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Let's continue adding some shadow and like make this a little bit more believable. What would I call this art style? Digital illustration, maybe concept art. I guess it would be like a very flattering way for someone to describe it to me. If they were looking for like a way to describe it. Let's see, let's just take a little bit of like a hint of orange here and just give him that. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what I would call it. Something like that. Then I think what I'll do is like do a similar thing I've done on the mountains, but I'll just kind of, oops. We'll just paint in like some of these creases and so like a little weird. These little creases and folds. Yeah, it can be blended a little bit better. I think I can blend it. Thanks, Audrey. I think what I'll do is with the maybe like this pinch tool, I'll just kind of just blend all these up like a little bit, make this look a little bit more creased. The horse needs like some extra pass, like, you know, we need some more shadow. And I think I need to extend his arm a little bit. He's like a little hunched over, like a little kind of a creepy kind of way. I think we can do better. I think I might change the reins a little bit. Be a little bit more. So one thing I guess we need to do is we need to add a layer over here, and we need to add his shadow of being applied to the horse. So there'll be more shadow there. I'm gonna blend this in a moment. So that it looks good. Just scrape that across. I think the horse still has like a really thick neck. If I'm gonna be honest. The dude looks a little... It looks cool. I don't know. I think it can be a little bit better though. Let's continue. Let's continue iterating. And adding some like more stuff to him. Like I think adding maybe like a hint of blue somewhere could be kind of nice. But before we do that, I think it's this one. I think I want to kind of just erase this whole mess over here and redo it. A little too big. A little too dark. Can I put him on a diet? Can I make the neck not so thick? It's gonna ruin a lot of things, but we're just gonna do it. Gotta do it over here too. And then I gotta find some other layer where I've painted this. Oof. Yikes. Maybe we just delete that layer. So we're gonna redo this anyway. Not you, not you. Wonder where this boy's at. I think that's actually not a horse. I think that's a leaf. That's a leaf. Again, it's not those. I think I'll find it. Wish I could see the layers bigger. But I can't. Really thought it was that one. That's not it. Wait, no, it's not it. That's it. Okay. Cool, got it. I'm just gonna erase that little leaf there just so it doesn't confuse us with the horse neck. Alright, moving on. Let's go here to the shading of the horse. Let's get our brushes together. Let's just do this. Need to add some lines also after the fact. I think even adding onto the horse, maybe with this brush, like very opaque, just adding some highlights, even more, slightly bigger. Yeah. this like really thin. We can even, oops, really thin. Give that some light. Hey, Loza, it was really nice having you here. You got to see the horse get drawn. It needs. We're still gonna fix the dude. He needs some work, but and like, there's some problems. But I think it's happening. Like it's gonna be a horse in the end. But thank you for following and hanging with me, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad our paths crossed. I stream only once a week on Sundays, but I'd love to see you sometime. Yeah, I hope you take it easy and have a good one. Very cool. It's a little too bright. I canceled the Tuesday ones, just it became a little too much. I wasn't able to. I noticed like the quality kind of slipping in my art. I decided that I was better off doing one stream a week where I knew I could deliver like good quality, instead of doing 2 streams a week where I knew one of them was probably going to be lackluster. So I just do the Sunday ones now. But my enjoyment has really spiked since doing that. That was a really good decision in my opinion. I've really felt good about the streams and streaming in general. I've just been really happier about it, and so yeah, it was a good choice. There we go. I think I want like this hood to look like a different thing. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think I want that to be like a different color. Like, can we make that like this brown color? Or like maybe this brown color? Maybe like that, and then, or you know what, like, I don't know, maybe, can we make it this like darker color? It's kind of the same color as the horse then, but I don't really care. Because I kind of want this to be like, we'll darken this up. But I was thinking like this is like all a cloak or something. Maybe we just... Yeah, no, it's been a good decision for me. I think this is looking cool. I think this is one of the best horses I've ever drawn. The dude is hooded. He's looking creepy. I think he needs maybe like a, I don't know, like a banner or something, or like a spear, you know? Something droopy, something big. Let's go on the other side of the horse. Oops. All right, let's do this. Thanks, Jelly Dog. Appreciate it. Just gonna smudge this. Smudge tool has like been my discovery of the day. This thing is dope. I love it. It kind of does its own thing, which is a bit weird. You have to be really careful because it'll just go flying into other things. It looks really cool. Let's put this even behind this. I'm wondering what we could use. Like, we don't really have a red of sorts, but we could do something like maybe with this. Way too big. Is this redder? Yeah, this is kind of cool. Is there a tapered brush? I need something that's tapered. Can I taper the flat brush? No. Jitter. Oh yeah, here's the taper. Size. Pressure? Touch. Pressure. Is that... tip size. Okay, there we go. Now that tapers. Okay. Okay, let's... made a custom brush here, so we might need to undo this. Oops. Too small. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe it's more like this blue is cool. We're gonna draw this a few times so it makes sense. Maybe if I actually go taper the brush the other way, can I? How do I do that actually? Tips? Is that what that does? That might be it. I think we can work with that. Because we can erase this part. And what I'll do is add a layer on top of this. And then we'll just take this brush and can I reset this brush? I guess if I just do like that, that's basically reset because that was what I had before. Okay. Reset. Reset brush? Yes. Okay, cool. Well, it makes it big. Makes it big. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, sorry. I just wanted to get like this specific kind of look. Just do some stuff like this. I don't know if I want to do it like this or not. I was just gonna smudge it and erase parts of it. Doing this whole thing. Yeah, you were gifted a sub. Scoob went ham and just gifted 10 subs to the channel. It's incredible. It was so cool. Yeah, Scoob he's a cool dude. What a gamer. I think also what I might do is take some of this and like maybe taper it a little bit. Maybe not those, but maybe it's like ripped a little. You know, we make it ripped. This dude's seen some shit. Scoob's an absolute gamer. Let's see here. Let's somehow darker than that. Okay, that's good. That's the stuff. This thing is just really blue, and I think also I don't really like this. How droopy this is. Should we make it a different color? We can just try some things. change like the purple color, like the shading to be different. Whoops, did not mean to do that. The Mushroom War starts in 9 days, 4 minutes, so gather your loved ones, say goodbye, the world is ending. Yeah, what is the Mushroom War? I don't know anything about this. I live under a rock. I'm a boomer. I don't know things. Maybe we just do that darker one. I don't know. Can't decide, fam. I kind of want something red. It's like the closest I got, but maybe I'll try some blend modes. Actually, with color burn, that becomes red, but then it gets black over here, so I don't know. I guess I could just choose a red. That could just be my color. Just be one that I add, you know? I need something quite rich and dark like that. Oh, is that color burn still? Need normal. It's a little too, like it needs to be more burgundy, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's the war that ended 1,000 years ago. Gamer knowledge. Oh. Gamer knowledge. That's on my to-do list. Let's make this a little bit faded. Let's get rid of some of this. Make it a little bit. It's not so good. Maybe parts of it are broken even. I haven't finished Adventure Time. I was watching it on Netflix and then they removed the season I was on and I'm just like, well, guess I'll watch that later. I quite liked it though. Fam, what do we think about this? The only thing that's bugging me right now is the horse's eye. It's not really working for me. our little wizard here. Yeah, it really sucks with Netflix when they do that. Alright, you guys want to see something cool? You guys want to see the whole creation of this piece? Like, if we're calling it here. I mean, there's just like one thing I kind of want to add is like a little bit of blueness to the sky. Where we have a lot of layers. Just a little bit of blueness. Too low. Or it's too opaque. Let's change some of the... Whoa. Some of those are kind of neat. The blend modes. Kind of like this actually. This hue rotates it, makes it kind of red over here. But I'm gonna still erase part of it. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of some of that, and then we're going to paint on just a little bit more here in the corner. Oops, not that much. And then, you know what, I think I'll just keep erasing it back. Just like kind of going 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. The ray tracing. Yeah, that's where it's at, man. This layer's kind of dead to me. I think I'm gonna... kind of like that blue. That kind of puts this iciness on the mountains. I think I'm gonna give it that. I really just kind of wanted to bring in just a little bit more blue into the composition. Even if it's just back here, go one of these layers. Even back behind. Just give it a little bit. A little bit of something. It just makes it feel a little bit more alive. Thanks, Melon Boy. It's not quite the end, but I don't know quite what else to add. I mean, it's can always get some improvements. I'm not super happy with the rocks in the middle. They didn't quite do what I wanted them to do. Yeah, these guys. Just want to tone those down a little bit. And there's another one somewhere around here. The trick is finding them. Boy, we got a lot of layers here. Yeah, it's these. Let's tone those down too. I think with these, maybe we just even go in here with this smudge tool. We just smudge some of these. Smudge together, my children. Where's the other one? That looks cool. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was thinking the same. Like, one thing we could do, now that you say that, I got an idea. Like, maybe come over here. Is that far enough down? That's way too big. This actually isn't quite the way I want to do it yet. I think I want to paint it into this cliff face over here. Oops. Doesn't quite look right because of the, like, I don't think it's gonna work there actually, but that's okay. What we'll do that same thing, but let's move it over here. Maybe over here. Maybe it's like tucked into like the side of this. We can, this like dark anomaly over here. What we can do is we can make it a little bit believable. You can see in just a little bit. Maybe you just see the hint of something over there. And then what we'll need to do is the water. Oh yeah, we can do that. I mean, we'll also need to reflect some of this water. Keep kind of blending it till it makes sense. There was this one brush over here. It was called water. I wanted to play with this. This is a water bleed. It's a wash. I think this is more like watercolor than... Because there was like an elements thing here that actually had oceans and flames and smoke and like proper water. This could be interesting. What does this brush do? It's kind of cool. Doesn't really work in perspective the way it's looking here, but it's kind of neat. Could do something like this. It's kind of cool. Could actually be a cool way of doing like the reflection on the water. If we do like this brown. Even with the black, it could be kind of cool. I don't know. The happy little isometric square. Wait, do I have two palettes here? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I gotta figure out kind of how. In this crack, I think that gives that like a lot of focus. Like this is like there's something over there. It was a good suggestion there. There we go. Just make sure nothing bleeds into it here. I think it's too clean, like it needs like kind of some things like just sticking out over here, you know? Give that like make it look a little bit more blended into the rock and not just something that's so... Yeah, no, it's the truth. I wasn't obeying my own rule. I gotta tell a story. If you're not telling a story, it's gonna feel wrong. Take the eraser to it. Yeah, I can see something like that. I mean, having something in the water is actually not a terrible idea because it gives you something to look at, and it breaks up some of this area here. We can just kind of add this like this. Really loving this smudge tool. I think it just creates so many cool shapes and colors. Hoping I'm not abusing it too much, but I just think it looks awesome. Yeah, and what we can do then, I mean, this thing is kind of in the wrong place. Whoops. But we can move it somewhere else, like over here. Do is just beneath it, we can paint on. Where'd my palette go? There it is. Yeah, we can just paint on some things. Going that way, it gives you like a hint of like where the water's going. Maybe just tone that down a little bit. Oops. And what we can also do is on this layer, or maybe we'll just create one. We can also just kind of paint in like a little shadow behind it. So then we have just something that tells us which way the water's moving, and then we have like some shadows here, and it's kind of cool. Well, fam, let's do something. Well, like one last thing before we wrap it up for the night, because we are winding down. It's getting late. There's just one cool thing we can do, where we can actually, it'll generate a time-lapse replay of the whole thing. So let's watch what we did today. start with the mountains and the composition. Mountains kind of gave me a hard time today. Normally I struggle with it. Yeah, it creates it automatically. It's pretty cool, right? I really played with the tree a lot. Play with a lot of different brushes. Yeah, it's a good one for TikTok. Still didn't ever land on anything that I really loved with the mountains, but they're acceptable. I think the best one was the last horse mountain thing I did. That was a really good one. The water looked really good there. Here we go, we started on the horse. Added some shading. The neck was huge. Can't believe it. We had our little gremlin. Look at the little guy. Got gold chains. Know it. I don't know what I'm adding right now. I think I was adjusting the size of the neck on the horse. I think I'm about to add. Wait, does it stop at 2 minutes? Oh wait, no, my iPad died. That's what happened. Whoops. Can I back up? We missed everything. Sorry. Oh, we didn't miss everything. Here goes the last part. But I totally missed adding like the axe and all that. Oh well. Whatever. Whoops. I think that's it though. It's a good piece for TikTok. I think it's cool. It's a fun one. I really like how it turned out. It's not the strongest piece I've ever done, but it's the best horse I've ever done. So it's 2 a.m. in Kuwait. Oh man, it's 1:30 here, so I'm wrapping up as well. Dude, Jelly Duck, dude, it's good hanging out with you. It's so late in the day. Yeah, fam. Let's say good night. I'm gonna play out the rest of this tune, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. It's starting tomorrow. Hope you have a good one, and I hope this has been fun for you, like watching. And I'm gonna try to do a few more iPad pieces as I get a little bit better with Procreate, and then I want to get back in and do some vector art again, like kind of some of the OG stuff. So I think that's gonna be fun. But fam, y'all take it easy. You guys have a really good one, and I hope you have a good one. Yeah. So until next time, peace.